Welcome back to JTMalley9681's LPs. I'm your host, JTMalley9681. And I am going to be starting a new Let's Play because hopefully some of you have seen my update, my most recent update. If not, then you can click the card at the end of this video, and that will take you to my most recent update, which I will just explain briefly that the screen recorder that I was using to, do my Let's Plays messed up. It errored on me, and I did not have anything to back myself up on and get back to the point I was at and just record that over. So I decided it's better to just delete the Let's Play. Just delete the whole thing. And maybe sometime in the future do it again. Well, now I have something else to say before I start this one. That when I brought up the screen recorder to start this, it recovered what I thought I'd lost. The whole thing was recovered of part 35 of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer Time for the Nintendo DS. It's like all this stuff that I deleted because I thought I'd lost it anyway, and now this finally comes up. I didn't know it would do that. I knew that Camtasia Studio 8 can recover, but I didn't know the screen recorder could recover. So I apologize for anybody that was looking forward to seeing me continue it. I'll have to do it over another time, but I'll have to remember my screen recorder can do the same thing to recover like that when there's an error. So let's get started with this Let's Play. So yeah, it's Kid Icarus for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I cannot remember all the names and everything. So for what I cannot remember right offhand, I'll put them up on the screen. Basically, you are Pit, is his name in the game. Even though like in the Captain N show, he was called Kid Icarus. I don't know if he was called Kid Icarus in any other games after this, or if he was still called Pet. I don't remember. Well, I can't say I don't remember. I don't know. Now, you have to help this goddess defeat Medusa, because she had taken over. Zeus will help you with giving you upgrades. There is a black market shop and a regular shop that you can buy items. And there are actually two point systems in this game. One of them you actually get to see, which actually goes towards your HP getting upgraded. And the skills for your strength upgrades, you don't get to see that point system. I don't know why. So you must have at least 10,000 skill points in order to be given a strength upgrade. And what comes into effect is, for enemies that drop a small heart is 100 points. For enemies that drop half a heart is 300, and for enemies that drop a big heart is 500 points. Remember, this is just for your skill, not for your HP. 1,000 points for buying back a weapon, like your weapon upgrades, or that gets stolen from you, because that can't happen. If you buy any of them back, that's 1,000 points. For buying anything at a shop, except for the chalice or the weapon, is 100 points. And then you always get 300 points for your skill upgrades for entering the score tally screen. And I believe that's the screen at the end of each level, not including the boss levels. And then, of course, you get 8,000 for killing a boss. Now, to get the best ending, you need to have 99 hearts when you defeat Medusa. You need to have 5 segments of your health, which is a score of 200,000 or greater, by World 3-4. Now, I'm not sure if that could happen if you get your 5th meter, your 5th segment of your meter right before you go to Medusa's level. I'm not sure if that counts. If you have 5 arrows listed for your strength, those are your arrow upgrades, your strength upgrades, and all 3 of your enchanted weapons, which is the crystal rod, the sacred bow, and the flame arrow, in your possession. You gotta have all of that to get the best ending. And I'll explain more things as we go through the game. I've spent enough time talking. Now there are also other point systems too, for loss of points, which is like shooting an arrow and it misses your target. These little snake-like enemies, Shimum or something, are loyal subjects to Medusa. And now there are also treasure chambers that you can go into. You gotta watch out for the controls in this game. They can be a little touchy. Sometimes they can be a little tight. Sometimes they can actually feel loose and will just completely screw you up. I'm not sure if going into a chamber actually counts of getting points or for your skill or not. Now you pause and you'll see this, your score. That's for your endurance upgrades, not for your skill. Your skill points you can't see. And this would originally be a sacred chamber, but that's only if you have to start the game over in order to get the best ending. Now, I'm only doing one section of each stage per video. And this first one's going to be a little long because of the explanation that I was giving. Taking a hit, that takes away skill points too. Come on, Mono Eye. That hard, but oh well. Yeah, the harp will temporarily turn enemies into mallets. You want to be on this side. on eye. Aw. So you really do want to build your hearts up. It's redundant, but... Specno's Nest! This is actually an abandoned treasure room. And I died. Ah! I took too many hits. Well, we're off to a good start. I'll be back. You don't forget them. Alright, we're back here, and I just took a hit in the Specno's Nest. Now, you do not get any skill points for hitting these guys, but I think you do for the hearts that you collect. And you don't get any score in your endurance score here for shooting these guys. But you do collect the hearts, which is a good thing. Yeah, see? I can't get the heart. Oh well. Like I said, this is an abandoned treasure room, and it's been turned into a Specno's Nest. And the guy that was sitting out here was called a Reaper. If he spots you, he'll send out his little babies, whatever they're called, Reaperettes or something. There he is again. And there's a chalice outside. Now, if you were to go into that room before you grab that chalice will disappear. I'm not sure how many points that Reaper gives you for your endurance, but it gives you the same for your skill, I believe, because it drops a big heart. Now here's the treasure room. It's the first treasure room you come to. I do not believe there are any other rooms in here. Now, I'm trying to get my papers together here. In the treasure rooms for Stage 1, because Stage 1 that we're in, which is called Underworld, it goes by the mallets. Yeah, because if you end up hitting the god of poverty, you will lose everything in this treasure room. You want to shoot that one, and then that one, and depending on how many mallets you have or what position the god of poverty will be in. And he will be in this one over here, so you don't want to shoot that pot. Now, shooting these pots take points away from your skill. Now don't grab anything until you shoot all the pots. Oh, we got a credit card right off the bat. Nice. Now what the credit card will do is help you in the black markets. So if you don't have enough hearts, they'll put you on credit, and basically you will just have to... all the hearts that you end up collecting, then you will just have to... you will not actually, like, really collect hearts until your debt is paid off, and then you can start collecting hearts again. So just in case if we need it, it's good to have that credit card. Yeah, when you're jumping these jumps, you've got to hold back when you're reaching your platform, or otherwise you could slide off. Like that. And I almost walked off. No, you booger. Oh, good. They went into the Oblivion Zone. Now, at some point, I don't know exactly when it's gonna happen, but there is a monster called a Magoo that will pop out of the ground, and you will have to duck under its shots. Right there. Ah! Darn it. See, they want to appear right underneath you, and that's the problem. Like that! Come on, stop it. Let's see. There's nothing you can do there. Are you kidding me? Jeez. I'll be back. Alright, folks. I am back. And this is a Nettler, I think. Something like that. Here's a door where we will be done with stage 1-1. Whoa! I almost walked right off to my death. Alright, folks. I did that so I wouldn't have to use the save state to get back to where I left off. I will just use this password here. This has been part 1 of Kid Icarus for the NES. Thank you for watching JTML9681's LPs. This is JTML9681 signing off. I will see you next time.